I went searching for some health and fell into a little bit of weight loss. It might not look extreme in the before and after, but I feel so much better overall. So let's talk about it. Frame all cool and everything. We're coming up on a new year and everyone is thinking about weight loss and health, and despite the title of this video, I wanted to challenge myself to make some changes to my health that were simple, trackable, and something I can do consistently every day to turn into habits to live a healthier life. Because I don't want to do anything extreme. I'm not doing CrossFit, I'm not eating 1 meal a day, I'm not doing keto, I'm not going vegan, and I'm not signing up for an expensive program that'll get me quick results that don't last. Now, I'm not bagging on any of those extreme things, because to get extreme results, you have to do extreme things. But I was looking for something that wouldn't cause me to starve and go crazy and fall off the bandwagon, because I've done that before. And never looking at a piece of bread or eating pizza again is just not gonna work for me long term. Now, for a bit of a background, I'm 5'9", 32 years old, and I've always been 140 to 145 pounds my whole life, until I hit my 30s and I got a job where I was sitting down a lot, and I went from 145 to 170 pounds. That's right, I gained 25 pounds. Now, granted, I was a road cyclist, and converting over to mountain biking, I did gain a little bit of muscle weight, but I don't think I can blame all 25 pounds on muscle weight from mountain biking on just the weekends. So I decided to make 3 simple changes in my life to see what kind of results I could get. This is gonna sound so simple and stupid. You're gonna be like, why am I watching this? I already know these things, but here we go. Gonna drink water, and lots of it. Now, this is kind of a simple one that everyone talks about, and there's so many different recommendations on how much water you should be drinking, whether it's 8 glasses a day or half your body weight in pounds to ounces. So I set my goal at 100 ounces of water a day, starting off with a tall glass of water on an empty stomach. No food after 7 p.m. I wanted to cut down my calorie intake, and one of my biggest weaknesses is late night snacking. After dinner, before bed, at midnight, so I completely cut myself off at 7 p.m. Daily exercise, simple. Even if it's just a little bit to get my heart rate going, to get me moving, I want to be at least a little bit active. All right, time to dive into some of the bonus things that complement these 3 changes that I decided to make. For all of it, I think tracking is definitely important. So for water, I use this simple 20-ounce cycling water bottle, and I keep track of how many I drink with rubber bands. I just keep rubber bands up here, I finish a bottle, I move a rubber band down. Easy tracking. Fortunately, you can get these rubber bands for free off of your asparagus bunches at the grocery store. You should buy the asparagus first. Now, I also cut out juices and soda and alcohol to try and cut down on those calories that just aren't that good for you. Although I will admit, I have a half cup of coffee every morning to get things flowing, to lose a little bit of weight, if you know what I'm talking about. Now for food, I'm not really a heavy eater in the morning, so I replaced my breakfasts with a protein shake, which at only 150 calories, it didn't hurt my quest for calorie cutting. And to track my calorie intake, I use a simple app called Lose It. It doesn't have to be Lose It. There are plenty of apps out there that track your calorie intake. This one I like because you can scan barcodes or search things and it has just about everything in there. Not sponsored by Lose It. It's just the most convenient one that I've seen. Now, I didn't cut my carbs and I didn't cut to only 1,000 calories a day. I still had big meals and I still ate my pizza. I just simply cut myself off from eating at 7 p.m. And I'm sure I could see more results by implementing other dietary nutrition plans, but this challenge is all about simplicity for me to see where I could get. Now for daily exercise, I travel a lot for work, so hitting my local gym every morning isn't really feasible, and not every hotel has a workout room. So I needed something that I could do from home or at a hotel room. Luckily, I've got this heavy thing that I lug around with me all the time. So I chose simple body weight exercises, and I eventually settled on the CrossFit style burpee. Whether it was 3 sets of 10 to start off with, because 10 alone just kicks my butt, or working my way up to 50 or 100 burpees. It was a simple exercise that I found that I really liked. It got my heart pumping, got my whole body moving, and I can do it just about anywhere. The weekend mountain biking definitely is the icing on the cake for me though. Oh. So I realized some really simple things as I was doing these simple things. As I tracked how much water I was drinking, it made me realize how much water I wasn't drinking beforehand, how much I wasn't hydrating, and I most likely was in a state of dehydration all the time, which just doesn't feel good for the body. Now, yes, drinking 100 to 120 ounces of water a day, I was pulling the car over a lot and peeing a lot. But that's just a price I'm willing to pay. Also, when I'm left to my own cravings with no restrictions, I eat way too much. Say I normally consume 2,000 calories throughout the day, and then I have a package of ramen noodles after dinner, and then I have another package of ramen noodles at 9 p.m., and then another package of ramen noodles at 12 p.m. And obviously, ramen noodles are my biggest weakness in life. They're my comfort food. I can eat 3 packages at a time easily, but they're like 400 calories, 370. There's an extra 1,200 calories on top of my whole day's worth of eating. And eating at night, putting a lot of food in my stomach before going to bed just made it harder to sleep. And because it was harder to sleep, I was eating some more, which made it harder to sleep. And then I'd eat, it was just this downward spiral causing me to just completely overeat. Now, I still eat whatever I want. I just do a protein shake for breakfast and stop myself at 7 p.m. And I feel like that really helps cut the calories and it helps me go to sleep easier. Now, as far as exercise goes, I know that doing it in the morning would probably be best, getting my body going, getting the whole day started right. But sometimes it's just not convenient for me, so I've made a habit of doing it every night before I go to sleep. I just wear myself out and I'm tired enough to go to bed. I know there's a lot of you out there that are gonna say, oh, you need to have a protein shake after your workout. I know, I probably should, but I've just made a habit out of working out at nighttime for simplicity and convenience sake. Maybe I'll change. Now, I feel like adding in a stretching or a yoga routine would really help because I feel like mobility and agility, flexibility, all the abilities would be another key to living a well-balanced, healthy life. Now, yes, I did lose weight quickly. I think losing 10 pounds in 10 days is extreme, which is encouraging, but I wouldn't say that my results are typical. But I will say I am now 22 days into doing this, and I'm still at 160 pounds. I feel like that 10 pounds came off real quick, whether it was water weight or bowel movements, or maybe just a little bit of a transfer from fat to muscle. But at 5'9" and 160 pounds, I am feeling healthy. And if I settle into 160 pounds, but I'm really strong, awesome. So to me, this isn't a 10-day program that I do to lose 10 pounds and then go back to regular life and gain it all back. This is something I feel like I can do every single day, form habits out of, and maybe slowly, healthily get to a lighter weight or being stronger. So hopefully I've helped encourage some of you out there that have tried extreme things and they don't work for you to make some simple changes in your life to get some simple, good results. Showing off. I know. What even is that? So if you have any simple tips and tricks that you'd like to share, put them in the comments below. Drop me a thumbs up if you think I'm worthy of it, and consider subscribing. And now, who's gonna drink a bunch of water with me? I don't know how to end this, but I really have to go pee right now. Bye.